The SS Edmund Fitzgerald was a giant, not just in size, but in the legacy she left behind. Her story is one of triumph and tragedy, a tale that has captivated the hearts and minds of many. She was a Great Lakes freighter, built to conquer waves and haul cargo. Her design was a marvel of engineering, crafted to endure the harshest conditions the Great Lakes could throw at her. The Fitzgerald was more than just a ship. She was a testament to human ingenuity and determination. Launched in 1958, she was the pride of the Great Lakes. Her launch was a grand event, attended by dignitaries and ship enthusiasts alike. The excitement in the air was palpable as she slid into the water for the first time, a new titan ready to take on the challenges of the inland seas. She was the largest ship on the lakes at the time. Her sheer size was awe-inspiring, dwarfing other vessels and earning her the nickname the Mighty Fitz. She was a floating colossus, a giant among giants and a symbol of the industrial might of the era. The Fitzgerald was a workhorse. She carried iron ore, a vital resource for the steel mills that powered America's growth. Each journey she made was a testament to her strength and reliability. Her decks were often loaded to capacity, showcasing her ability to handle immense loads with ease. She traveled between ports in the upper Great Lakes, connecting communities and industries. Her routes took her to places like Duluth, Superior, and Detroit, where she was a familiar and welcome sight. The Fitzgerald was a vital link in the chain of commerce that kept the region thriving. Her size and speed made her a valuable asset. She could cover vast distances quickly, ensuring that cargo reached its destination on time. Her powerful engines roared as she cut through the water, a testament to the engineering prowess that went into her creation. She was a symbol of American industry, representing the strength and resilience of the nation's workforce. The Fitzgerald was more than just a ship. She was a beacon of hope and progress, a reminder of what could be achieved through hard work and determination. The Fitzgerald had a strong hull designed to withstand the rigors of the Great Lakes. Her construction was a marvel of modern engineering, with every inch of her built to endure the harshest conditions. She was a fortress on water, a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of her builders. She was built to withstand storms, the fierce tempests that could turn the Great Lakes into a churning cauldron of danger. Her design allowed her to brave the elements, to face down the fury of nature and emerge unscathed. She was a warrior of the waves, a ship that could take on the worst and still keep going. She had a skilled crew. They were experienced sailors, men who knew the lakes and their moods. They were the heart and soul of the Fitzgerald, the ones who kept her running smoothly. Their expertise and dedication were crucial to her success, and they took great pride in their work. No one could have predicted her fate. Despite her strength and the skill of her crew, the Fitzgerald met a tragic end. The storm that claimed her was one of the fiercest ever recorded on the Great Lakes, a tempest that no one could have foreseen. Her loss was a blow to all who knew her, a reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. The Edmund Fitzgerald was more than just a ship. She was a legend, a symbol of the Great Lakes and the people who sailed them. Her story is one of courage and resilience, of a ship that gave her all and more. She remains a part of our collective memory, a testament to the enduring spirit of those who sailed the inland seas. She represented the power and danger of the Great Lakes, a reminder of the forces that shape our world. The Fitzgerald was a symbol of both the beauty and the peril of the lakes, a ship that embodied the dual nature of the waters she sailed. Her story continues to fascinate and haunt us. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald lies at the bottom of Lake Superior, a silent witness to the tragedy that befell her. Memorials and tributes keep her memory alive, ensuring that the legacy of the Mighty Fitz will never be forgotten. She is a part of our history, a legend that will endure for generations to come. November 9th, 1975 seemed like an ordinary day. The air was crisp and the waters of Lake Superior were calm, giving no hint of the impending disaster. The Edmund Fitzgerald, a massive freighter, left Superior, Wisconsin, on what was supposed to be a routine voyage. She was loaded with iron ore, a common cargo for the Great Lakes freighters. The crew worked diligently, ensuring everything was secure for the journey ahead. Her destination was Detroit, Michigan, a bustling industrial hub. The route was familiar, one the Fitzgerald had navigated many times before. However, the weather forecast was concerning. Reports indicated that a severe storm was forming, one that could pose significant risks to ships on the lake. A storm was indeed brewing in the area, with meteorologists predicting high winds and heavy waves. The crew knew they had to be prepared for the worst. The captain, Ernest M. McSorley, was a seasoned mariner with years of experience. He was aware of the danger but believed they could navigate through it. He decided to proceed cautiously, keeping a close eye on the weather conditions and maintaining constant communication with other ships in the area. The Fitzgerald was joined by another ship, the SS Arthur M. Anderson, which provided a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. The SS Arthur M. Anderson sailed close by, its crew also aware of the looming storm. Together they hoped to weather the tempest. As they ventured further into the lake, they faced strong winds and high waves. The conditions were challenging, but both crews were determined to press on. The storm worsened as the day progressed. The winds howled and the waves crashed against the ships with increasing ferocity. The waves grew larger and more powerful, testing the limits of the ships and the resolve of their crews. It was a battle against nature itself. The Fitzgerald and the Anderson battled the elements, their crews working tirelessly to keep the ships on course. It was a fight for survival, with the storm showing no signs of relenting. The storm raged on. The Edmund Fitzgerald fought against the wind and waves. The crew contacted the Anderson. They reported difficulties. The Fitzgerald's radar failed. This was a critical blow. Navigation became more difficult. The storm intensified. The Anderson received a final message. The Fitzgerald's captain reported, "We are holding our own." Then, silence. The Anderson lost contact with the Fitzgerald. They tried to re-establish communication. Their efforts were unsuccessful. The Fitzgerald had vanished. A massive search and rescue operation began. Ships and aircraft scoured the area. Hope dwindled with each passing hour. The Fitzgerald was gone. The sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald shocked the world. This massive freighter, often referred to as the pride of the American side, was a symbol of maritime strength and engineering prowess. Yet, on November 10, 1975, it met a tragic end, vanishing beneath the waves of Lake Superior. The sudden and mysterious nature of its sinking left many in disbelief and spurred a multitude of theories. How could such a powerful ship vanish without a trace? Theories abounded, each more compelling than the last. The Edmund Fitzgerald was built to withstand the harshest conditions, so what went wrong on that fateful night? Some experts pointed to the storm. The weather that night was particularly brutal, with gale-force winds and towering waves. It was one of the worst in decades. The waves were enormous, some reaching heights of over 35 feet. Such conditions could easily overwhelm even the sturdiest of ships. The Fitzgerald, despite its size and strength, may have been no match for the sheer power of nature. Could they have overwhelmed the Fitzgerald? Others suspected structural failure. The ship was carrying a heavy load of iron ore pellets, and some theorized that the cargo might have shifted during the storm. Perhaps the ship's cargo shifted, causing a dangerous imbalance. This could have led to a catastrophic failure, especially if the ship's hull had any pre-existing weaknesses. Maybe the hull had a weakness. Over time, even the most well-maintained ships can develop structural issues. A small crack or flaw could have been exacerbated by the storm, leading to a sudden and catastrophic breach. The investigation would be crucial. Teams of experts pored over the wreckage, looking for clues. They examined every piece of evidence, from the ship's design to its maintenance records, hoping to find answers. Human error was also considered. The crew of the Edmund Fitzgerald was experienced, but even the best sailors can make mistakes under pressure. Did the captain make a mistake? Captain Ernest McSorley was a seasoned mariner, but the storm's intensity could have led to a critical error in judgment. Navigating through such treacherous conditions is no easy task, and even a small miscalculation could have dire consequences. Was the crew unprepared for the storm's fury? These questions haunted investigators. The crew's training and preparedness were scrutinized, as was their response to the unfolding disaster. The mystery deepened with the lack of survivors. The fact that no one lived to tell the tale made it even harder to piece together what happened. Without eyewitness accounts, investigators had to rely solely on physical evidence and educated guesses. No one lived to tell the tale. The loss of all 29 crew members was a devastating blow to their families and the maritime community. Memorials and tributes were held, but the pain of their loss lingered. The Edmund Fitzgerald took her secrets to the bottom of Lake Superior. The wreck lies in two pieces, a silent testament to the power of the lake and the mystery that still surrounds that tragic night. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, the true cause of the sinking remains elusive, a haunting reminder of the unpredictable nature of the Great Lakes.